What can we talk about numbers? What can we say? Are they built? How does somebody derive on what a number is? And why should we give something a number? On here it's dots. If it was like this and we were standing all around it, which dot would you choose? Will we all get number 5? But if it's sitting like this, it's not the same. We look at these dice cubes, we play from above, but the real game is going on over here. This is a directive. The 4 and 3 tells me I will have 17 and 18. I will have Mars and I will have the sun. I will have 55 running at 0.5, meaning the maximum I can have if I drill holes through here and through here is 5 and 5. There are 4 sides that will get 5. That will equal to 20. 2 sides will get 7. This one and this one. If you notice, there is 1 with a space and 1, telling me that there's 3 rows by 3 rows, telling me there are 9. All the reverse sides, and there are 3 reverse sides. So 3 cubed equals 27. There are 27 area spaces occupying this cube. The center space is the space you can't see that runs the headless horseman. There are 3. There are 3 you can see and 3 that you don't see. There's also area space that is void, but because there's no dots, we can still see that there are 3 missing or 7 missing. But within the 7 missing on this side, it is 1 and 6 missing. Or we can look at it a little bit different. 1 and 2, 2 and 3. And 1 and 2, 2 and 3. 7, 1, 7. Now, where in the world do I get this? This cube, or Rubik's Cube, the calculator, is telling me I got 9 on every side. Even if you see none, there are 9. There are 9. Most you see is 5, but there are 9. It's also the area space. So when you see the corner and you see Rubik's Cube, every corner of Rubik's Cube, and there are 8, every corner has 3 colors. They will be 3 different colors. They will describe the entire cube. The only colors you won't have when you have the 3 colors are the 3 opposite colors. I do not believe that. Let me see this for a second. Show me Rubik's Cube, please. So when you look at Rubik's Cube, right, the green, the yellow, and the red, right? The green, the yellow, and the red are not opposite of each other. The orange and the green don't seem to be opposite of each other. The white and the green are not opposite of each other. All you have to do is take a look. That's the story. So let me see. Can we get a video? Let's see if we can switch to a video, like a 1 minute a 1-minute video of some sort. Here. Let's take a look at this for a second. I just want to show you.
With full business functionality and a design tailored just for you.
Well, you know what? I don't even need to do this. Just give me a second for just 1 second. Let me show you that. Once I show you this, hold on a second. Once I show you this, you already know that white, red, white, red. Hold on a second. I lost it. White, red, and blue are opposite. I'm trying to look at Rubik's Cube. What is the opposite of the colors? And I don't know. What are the opposite colors of Rubik's Cube? Okay, so you can see it here, right? So we have the yellow and the white. Yellow is 92, white is 65, red is 27, blue. Okay, but it's a very it's going to add on another because it's a strong blue, or is it just a regular blue 40, right? And then we're going to have, I think, red and orange, green and blue. We're going to have green and blue. Yes, we're going to have green, and that'll be 49. And then we're going to have red and orange. So if I had to run by my Rubik's Cube setup, right? 11, 11. Here I'd have 9 and 6. If you want to go in rotation, the Federation, right? 33. And here you'd have 89. This one I'm always a little skeptical about. I do know I'm going to have the number 18, right? The number 18, 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 will equal to that, stemming out from 99 INR. 99 is going to be either all the, how do I look at 99? How am I supposed to look at 99? I'm a little tired, so I'm not going to get into where 99 fits, but it does fit with Pluto. 99 fits with Jupiter and 13. Orange sets its sail with Pluto. The red mixes with the blue, and you're going to end up with purple. See, they're not together here, but when they do mix up, right, they'll create purple. But what happens when orange and green mix up, or they don't mix up, or it's not a good mix? I don't know, so I'm not going to get into it all. But we do know that red and white is 9-11. Red and yellow, 9-11. 2 systems. Red and orange in rotation, okay, of the sun. Orange sun, this is going to say win big red. Win big red sun. The blue with the green, this is going to be talking about Mars. It's going to be talking about birth, numeric 49. It's also going to be talking about 7 and 2, the house of bait. Both the 2nd finger and the 7th finger and the 9th finger and the 4th finger are all the same fingers, depending from which way you're counting and which way your hand is. Are you counting with the thumb or not? Another piece I just wanted to talk about is TH, right? It starts at 4th and ends at 20, IETH, right? But the real ending for this is going to be at 19th. 18th, there's an interruption on 18th. And the reason for that is because when you go EIGHT, I don't have to put on the 10th, right? 18th. You notice that it has a teen and then a TH. Here, I only need to add on this. When I say 8th, I add on the TH over here, right? Sorry, I just add on the H, not the T. So it's telling me I only need 8 and I don't need the 20 to it. How come? Two different worlds, right? Just for fun, here's two rings. They have this side and this side of two rings. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I look at it that way? I don't know. The mirror world, right? So when we count, we get the 18th, it's not the same. Most would be adding on 44 and 28, right? Dividing the day and the night with the numeric value for the moon, and that gateway is in 88, bronze, and RD instead of what some say it would be the doctor. 4 and then 18. 4 through 18 equals to 1, I think it's 165 if I got that number right. 1 through 18 is 171, right? And the reason for this is TH begins right here. You know, if you have a T at the beginning of the word and H at the end of the word, this would be the bookends for teach. Teach. It happens between 4 and 18, but it splits off. At 12, things start to change. The beginning of your creation is your AB creating C, or your first and your second. And when you say first and second, usually I'll say stand on 17. And in the word stand is your DNA. It's also going to be an assembly of these two letters over here between the French and the English. I like to change it over between the French and the English and my cat. How you doing, kitty? How you doing, pretty kitty? Okay, so I have to just, can you just move over just a bit? So, where were we with this? Yeah, so in blackjack, which is the same thing as 21, because there's 21 dots on the cube, right? But when you use this cube, right, we're going to get back to this again. When you use this cube, it's sitting like that. You only get to see here and around. Once you see what's here, you know what's going on here. There's always 14, but it's a different 14. And when you have the 1 or the 6 up, the 2 will always be going to the right. The 3 will always be going to the left when the 1 or 6 is up. 3 to the left. When the 3 and 4 is up, right? When the 3 and 4 are up, let me see, when the 3 and 4 up. No, we don't want to count that. When the 5 and 2 are up, right? When the 5 and 2 are up, the 3 will go the other way. And then the 2 will go the other way. Whoop. No, the 2's over here. Sorry about that. 2's there, right? It's the 4 and the 3 with the 2. Right? You see, when the 4 or the 3 is up, the 2 is that way. When the 6 or the 1 is up, the 2 is that way. And the same thing goes for the 3. When the 1 or 6 is up, it goes that way. When the 5 or 2 are up, it goes that way. That's that story. And then you're going to see the story over here. Let me see. So, yeah, let me get back to this basic over here. So we did the Rubik's Cube thing, right? So the basic here is we stand on 17. That's what they say in blackjack. And stand on 17, the first 2 cards. You know, so if you had just 2 cards and you stand on 17 before anything begins, right? Is that a 10 and 7? Is that an ace and 6? Is that going to be what? This is your 2 starters. That's your beginning 17. If you need a 3rd card, that means you're going to have a 9 and a 7 closest to it. And at the worst, you're going to have a 10 and a 2, a 6 and a 6, a 5 and a 7, an 8 and a 4. It's relevant we understand where our numbers come from, what's going on. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? So it's important we know where all our numbers come on and what's actually happening. You see it as blackjack, right? You see it as 21, but you got to know until those monkeys come out, right? You need one of these. You need a 12. Those monkeys come out at Valentine's. They come out in the beta world, the 10 and 2, the blue ball in pool. They come out in the mirror world, double Venus, double U for Venus being doubled up, right? Singularity alpha, multiple alpha. duality of Venus. We have A and B coming together. Your base with your 9 birth equals to Y. I believe 12 is the beginning and the beginning. Because when you go last and you have shoelaces, it's both the same thing. So now we understand this TH. We understand the AND, which in French is ET. We got a plane that's really low. Thank you very much. Hey, cutie cat, you want to give me a kiss? Can we get a big kiss on camera? Give her a big Frenchie. Hey, you want to give me a kiss?
What you doing? Rawr, rawr, I'm a tiger. I'm a tiger. Rawr. You want to talk to people?
You got schmutz in your nose. Oh, where you going? Where you going? You got dirt in your nose. No. Okay. Let's get serious. So we also note that why is it bronze? Why is it this? Why do we live in the silver world? Why is it the silver surfer? Why? Why? Why is it W? The W, the V is also doubled because in French, instead of saying U, they say V. In English, they say W as a W letter, putting 2 V's together. I'm a little bit lost. Maybe I'm tired. Oh my God. So now we understand that things about 18, what changed with 18, and 18 is the numeric value that will bring on 36. 18 will bring on 54, which is the sun. 18 will bring on 72, which will be the house of 8, or 9 times 8 equaling to 72, bringing H and I together. You see, we bring H and I together for 10 instead of staying where we were at 7. We were EF 11.7. Let me just show you this. We were E and F equals 11, right? Weak stemmed out through B and A equaling to 3. Now we get thrown into where A and B equals to 9 and 8 equals to 3 equals to now what is 17. We now have 3 cubes instead of 1 cube. Now, if we go into the next cycle, right, we're going to have A and B connecting with C and B. And here we're going to have 3, and over here, did I do that right? C and A, sorry. C and A. No, C and B. I got that right. Right, this is 5. So this is going to be 44. This is going to be 1 and 1, and this is going to be 77. These are our 3 elements of play right over here, all with the base creation. Where do I get that from? It's pretty simple. I get it from over here. Where do I get that from? Part of it, right? Let me see if I can zoom it up on a let me see. Hold on a second. Yeah, part of it comes from over here. Yeah, right there. Right there. And then we can probably get some of it. Hold on a second. We've got more of it coming, Mr. Cherry or Mrs. Cherry. We got it right here. We got it everywhere. It's everywhere. You can't run away from it. They can't hide it. I know already. You know. I know it exists. It's right here. 13 and 7 numbers. 7 by 1391. The deck of cards runs 1 through 13. And then you have the 20 and 1. The 21. Remember what that is. Once a dice cube is sitting down, you will have 20 with the 6th side up. Man created. You want to see the cube? The cube is inside the star. You want to see the angles, the breakdown of the, what do you call this? Yeah, the frequency. You can read it right there. Don't put all the lines together to understand the dimension of, or the capacity of the reality. You know, whether it's this or anything else, or it doesn't matter what it is. There's a reason for everything working out the way it does because it was built that way. right? Even this over here, 5184, this is 1728 equals 45, right? 17, 1 and 7, 8, 28 is 1. So that becomes 1 and 8, the spirit in the heavens. This is Mars and Pluto. The total of the 25184 is 135, right? You also have 6 and 12, which is 1/3 and 2/3. Bring it all down back to the beginning, 1/3 and 2/3, 1/3 and 2/3. That's the cube. This equals to 135 ACE. It's the divided sun. Anything that's at the center divides the sun. And number 42 degrees, 4 times 2, 4 plus 2 is 8 and 6. And your 9 birth comes through the 7th gate between the heavens, between the gateway of 7. It's not me who's talking. It's that the numbers are telling that truth, right? Different levels. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Jack and Jill, Jack in the box, Jack got tied up in Titanic. And let me see. CB5, CA5, no, CB5, yes, 77, 13, 7 cometh, right? Okay, so we're going to get off of that. So you like the way I set up? They're all jacks. 1 jack, 2 jack, 3 jacks. Now the question is, Jack has 2 eyes, right? Jack either has 1 eye or Jack has 2 eyes. So here's your ruler. I'm not sure how we have to go down here. You're seeing 3, you're seeing from one side. You're seeing 8, you're seeing from 2 sides. If you notice that this design, okay, has this happy middle right over here, means it splits evenly. It's an even split, right? You'll have 4, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 6 inside of this. Does it look like a ruler? The ruler is 12 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. Is that what it's going to be? Is it going to be 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches? Or is it going to be 3, 3, 3, 3? Understanding how to use our 3s and 4s. I'm going to take a base, but I'm going to strike out. But if I take a base, there's no run that scores. So I have to have 4 base. I need 3 of these. I'm out of the inning, but I need 4 of these to score a run. I know sometimes it sounds a little weird when I don't complete it. So anyways, back down to over here where your base creation is A, B, 1 and 2. But is that 1 and 2 telling you your base is 12? 1 all the way through 2? Is that what it can be? I don't know, because that's what the ruler is. It's 12. It's your 9 birth with your 3 creation for 12. Now, if you want to go the mirror birth in Mars, you go 9 and 4 equals to 13. You now get the male and the female 57, 75 traveling through the moonshine. It's also noted to be what is 20. 20 is 107, the value of it, which is 5 times 2, and 5 plus 2 equals to 7, equals to 10, equals to what is 1703. We're going to connect to Mars and birth when we multiply it, 5109. The 9 and the 10 is 1 times 9, 1 plus 9, coming from 2 worlds. The 10 is your mirror of your 9 birth in your rotation of 6. There were 5 days, and on the 6th day, man was created, 5 and 1. The 7th day was rest. And then we had Earth, 511 is the key, 5911. Let's not look at that again. But this one over here, why it's like this, it's 10 minus 7 is 3. 3 is going to match up with RD, which is going to match up with 22. 22, the 22nd letter is V. It means life. Ape is 22. Go is 22. And the link that goes to ape is every time you get a 12 in blackjack there and the dealer gets a 12, you're calling for a monkey. And when you go to your dealer, you can get an 8 ball or a 3.5. Understanding when we use this 0.5, why do we use the 0.5? What is the equation that entitles us? Between 2 sides, an equal number will leave a 0.5. All odd numbers will leave the 0.5. whether it's 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. They will all leave the E world 0.5. 5 divided by 2, it'll leave me the 4, the 3, 2, 1, 0. So if you want to divide it all by 2 in the E world, your 9 birth to the 7th gate into the E world, Earth. This will say ace. This is your base. This will be your ace into your sun. And this will be the moon part. And this will be the life part right over here. Creation of the 7th gate. This number and this number and this number, they all get inverted. Also to note that the 1, the 4, and the 5, okay, 1, 4, 5 are bi, but not the 2, 3, or 6. And the reason for that, when the cube is on the side, see, this goes 2 ways, right? This goes 2 ways. This one goes 2 ways. This one goes 2 ways. The 5, the 1, and the 4 goes in every direction, right? Goes in every direction. So how many directions? There's more than 2. You can flip the dice 4 times, right? It's 2 and 2. But what I'm going to do with this is this will equal to 11, and this will equal to 10. This will equal to 10 plus 20 equals to 30, and this will be 1836 equals to 47. It could be time. It could be the beast. And this one over here. BCF. I'd like to think of what I can do in the house of bait. This is your 1020 creation. When you reach 70 and 90, you start to use these numbers. The way the French say it. Let me look at these comments. I'm a little tired. I'm not sure if I can keep up with everything I want to say. See, and also when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, it equals to 10. And on the dice cube, 2 5s will equal to 2 4. That'll be a 9 to 5 payout. A 9 to 5 payout. I have to get another book. I get tired if I can't write. Okay, so get another book. It's the 16th of the 8th of 2024, which was yesterday. There was a gateway yesterday. Today we're on the 17th. We're in a continuous gate right now. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 for this whole week. And then the breakout is on the 22nd. Ape, monkey, bust. Do I have to tell you anything more than what has been translated to us all our lives? If you want to be a major player in finding the creation of life, you got to return back to the roots of being the child of the creator and then go through all the games. And it's only up to a certain period of time in your life where you'll start to understand, because you haven't achieved the process of natural knowledge, of hearing it from your parents, of hearing it repeated from your friends, from your sisters and your brothers and your aunts and your uncles, from seeing it on your own and processing it. And until it's processed, until you reach that number, and I'm not going to say what number it is, okay? 18 plus 23 is 41. That's the basic age. It's 41. The 1 dot into the creating this. 23 and 41, A, B, C, D. That's where I got that number from. A, B, C, D. 18 plus 23 equals to 41. Why? 29, 36, 2 times 9, 18. 3 times 6, 18. 4 times 4 equals 16 plus 2. 4 times 5 equals 20 minus 2. What is the other 18? 3, 4, 5 times 3 equals 15 plus 3. I'm just going through these numbers right now. 6, 7. 2 times 7 equals 14 plus 4. Well, I should have did 8. 2 times 8 equals 16 plus 2, which is the same as 4 times 4. Right? I just have to go through 1 through 9, find out what gets me to 18, what doesn't get me to 18, what goes over, what goes under. I plus it and I minus it, so I know where it rests in the house. 1 and 2 is the basic of all creation. When it's 3, it's perfect. When it's 4, it's into the mirror world. When it's 4, you can miss by 3. Any calculation you do, like let's take the number, let's take the number 63. So 9 times what? 9 times 7 equals to 63. So instead of using 4, right, 9 times 7 equals to 63. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with 62. So we're going to do 9 times, no, hold on a second. We're going to do 9 times, 9 times what is, hold on a second. Yes, okay, we need 66, right, 66. So 9 times 7, okay, is 63 plus 3. So I know right away I'm in the mirror world. I can go 9 times 8 equals to 72, but I need to attain 75. I can go 9 times 9 equals to 81, right? And then I'm going to use 3. I'm going to explain this to you. I use 3. I'm trying to get, okay, I'm trying to get to 84. I'm trying to get to 75. I'm trying to get to 66. But when my 9 by 7 was 63, I need to add 3, right? If it was, yeah, 9 by, if it was this, right? Now, if it was this, the answer, okay, I would need 4. So it's not a division. Do you follow what I'm saying? How can I say this? Let me do this again. 4 times, I don't think I was saying this right. 4 times 21 equals to 84. I need to get to 87. So I need to add 3. Let's go to 80. Let's do 4 times 20. Okay, 4 times 20 equals 80. I need to get to 83. I need to add 3. You see, if I would have made this 82, right? I can't get 82 out of this anyways. It's 80. 4 times 15 equals to 60. Now, if I wanted to get 64, I go 4 times 16, right? And I'd make that perfect. So I want to go to 63. I'll be plus 3. So right away, I know 3 and 4 is my polarity world, whether I'm working with 1 or 2, alpha, beta, whether I'm working with your creation or with the mirror of creation. Okay, anyways, it's a little late for me. It's 12:22, just finished 12:21. And I don't know if you understood this, what you did not understand. I'm tired. I had a whole bunch of things to do on, first, we were still talking about the dice, all about the dice cube, right? All the sides of the dice cube, right? Rubik's cube. Understanding a complete Rubik's cube, what happens with Rubik's cube, right? Also, just another thing is when you design, see this over here? It looks like this. See this line here? But then I just made it like look at into 3D. These different pieces of art, why and why not? You can't do this. When you try it over here, it doesn't work out. Let me see, is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if I stopped it here, and I stopped it here, no, I stopped it here, and I stopped it here, and I stopped it here. Yeah, it works out over here, but it doesn't work out if I do it longer. I don't know why. With this. And then there's inside of here, right? This one is not like that one. They're telling different stories, 2, 4, 6, 8. When you're over here, it's 3, 2, 1, 4. So the combination of numbers are different. Another thing is, see that? That's a cube, right? But it's a Star of David. But there's a cube inside of it. And then there's this sign over here. I forget what it means. I'm just going over just a few pieces. Yeah, and yeah, I'm just tired. I'm going to head to bed. Tic-tac-toe. The funny thing about that is tick and tack and toe are all different from 8 numbers. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Wish I wasn't tired. Love to stay here a little bit longer and learn with you guys. Peace and love. If you can help out the channel, send me an email or buy me a coffee, whatever you can do. Need a lot of office supplies. And let me see this. Buy me. Let me see. Okay, I got it here. Oh, I'm already logged in. It says I'm logged in. Copy link. Let me see. 3D Pegasus 76. Yes, big. No worries. Dream about the beds when the numbers get tired. Bedtime coffee. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Art Cherry. I like to see that shiny stuff up there. I'm not sure who's here, but if you can encourage me to stay, I will stay. But I'm not even sure where I'm going to go. But if you have anything you want to know about numbers, scriptures, I'm going to relate everything to numbers. I'm going to relate to this cube. I'm going to relate to hockey, the 2-minute penalty. Why 2 minutes? Where does it connect? It connects to the beta world. 2. Alpha 1, foul, single run scored. Beta 2. Beta 2 and beta 3 creation. Alpha, beta 1 and 2. The 3-point play coming in 1 in creation. 3. 3 and 4 are opposites. 23 and 24 are opposites. The center of the alphabet is 13 and 14. Check out all those 3s and 4s coming together. We live in a system. Dragon Ball Z. Signal testing system. What are they testing? Every letter, every word, every dot, every dash, every shape can be altered and explained. It's also the skeleton, because once you take certain images and duplicate them, as let me just show you a few things. This over here, what I was given with to work with, right? What I was given to work with in this was just a circle, right? And then once you have half this band, you can put a circle around it. Let me just show you real easy. See that circle? You have the circle in the center. Let me see if I can get a color that'll stick out. Okay, there's a color, right? So what happens is you pull it here, and then you put it on this side. Then you put it up here. Then you put it here. Then you put it here. Then you put it here. And you put a circle in the center. You get rid of that. Now what you do next is, because there was a circle and all these circles around it, now what I need to do, okay, is I had to box it all in. So I had to find the bottom, because everything works in 3s, and I found the top and I box it in. Now I could have did this. I absolutely could have did that, okay, but I didn't. But if you take a look, you see the way these diamonds come down and hold it in? These are all just actually the Star of David. So if I did that, I'd be cutting into the center of the diamonds, right? I didn't do it that way. I did it this way. Should I have done it the other way? I don't know. I'm going to do it again, right? So now that I have up here, what I'm going to do next is create the Trinity, right? And now I'm going to do this down here. So now I have exactly, because everything is built in with halves, right? Normally I would do usually 3 circles with that. Let me just take that away. I don't know if I should have did it this way, or I could have did the 3 circles. Well, not that. Let me show you. So you have 1, right? And then you have 2 touching, and then you take the third one. When you do that, you can either make the square after, right, where you're going to just come here, right, and do that. And then through that, you can probably, if you want to add a little bit of color and see the difference of what's going on. Notice over here, this is the beginning of the I, right, where the I and the H come together. I have 2 of them here. I like to call it the torus, right? These are overlapping. They're not the same. And then you have this section over here. I can put a stand here for my club. Or I can come ahead and I'm just going to do it this way. Let me use a black color. Hold on a second. I gotta take this off. So what we do is I got the line down here, right? And then I'm gonna, right? I'm gonna have to. Oh, I didn't go out enough, right? And I take it up here. Let me see if I can make this bigger. And then I'm going to go down here. So should I have done the triangle? Should I have done the square? We do them both. And what happens, okay, besides that, what happens is what you have to do is you have to split everything. So we have to split everything. See the way it goes through here, and then you're through. I'm just trying to see where the split is. I think the split is over here. Oh no, in this one you don't split it yet, because what happens is I removed the bottom connection. I removed the bottom connection and I brought them closer together. I'm going to have to redo this again. You notice the bottom is down here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one is missing. And the only way to bring them together, right? I believe the only way to bring them together is to do this and then come back to this. So they were like bookends, right? The other thing about this, I'm just trying to see where it was. Oh yes, what it is you see this line over here, right? I'm going to show you something. When you see that line, you can also, hold on a second, I'm not getting good light. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. You know, and then you got a walkway, and then you can maybe get something like coming down here. I don't know, right? But it like goes up and goes over, so there's more dimensions to it. Anyways, I think we're going to call it tonight. I want to thank you for being here. Not much of a video. Never seem to get a lot. Oh, I like that. The static bounce off of gold. Okay, moonflowers. More precise. It's fascinating that the hex shape shows up like that. How the ancients found meaning in it. Okay, so we say the shapes are what they create the dimensions. Absolutely. And separate. I was trying to find the data on the smallest shape in a microscope. I think about string theory, but even that doesn't prove anything. Well, if you show me something, I'll do it, because look, you don't have to go any smaller than this. Right? You also have to understand that when you stretch out a line, how far should you stretch out the line and what your results are using square paper. Everything is in here. Everything is in here. The numbers are in here. The cells are on a single page. Maybe you only need one page. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Let's get this. Let's put this together.